training regime is pretty good and it's fairly intensive. And I felt like I was in good shape, and it just,
I mean, you look in good shape. I mean,
but it doesn't mean anything, you know, when you're hitting golf balls and, you know, sport is sport. Stuff happens. What was interesting is trying to find, I was always out there trying to find why did this happen, and what I got from it was the cause was actually from the shoulder and some muscles. I'm not very good on my physiology, but the right shoulder blade wasn't sort of winging correctly, wasn't sort of moving the way it should. That was restricted. That put pressure on the front. So that's the bit that went. I guess I say the weakest spot goes. I guess I'm weaker there than I am with that.
Do you train them with a trainer who gives you the right regime, the right program?
I spend
because it might happen that something goes out of balance, you know, and then the other thing takes
golfers are asymmetric, that's what happens, so we try and spend our time getting back to neutral, and it highlighted to me that all the what you think are silly little exercises to work on specific parts of the body, not just, you know, throwing the weights around, are very, very important, and I've been good with that, but you can always be better. So when this is fully cleared up, then it's, you know, I've been trying to address all the areas that could possibly lead to something in the future, as much as I can without aggravating this. Yeah, I have. It's probably down. It's not too bad this week because it's sunny and hot. It's probably off at least 5%. I mean, if a 7-iron, this sort of temperature was sort of going 180 yards, fully fit, it's probably only doing 70, low 70s right now. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah. I haven't been going at it full. I mean, it's going okay. If I time it right and I strike it very well, and I'm efficient, then the golf ball still goes a good distance. 310, was I hitting it 310 before? I did hit one. What I've noticed I hit one yesterday into the wind on, I think it's 14, and I thought I hit it really well, and it went 270 yards, which maybe because I haven't played, it just surprised me. So even Craig was chuckling at me.
Brilliant. Go ahead. Well, do you feel that you're extremely lucky when it comes to the money list in Europe? I mean, I'm just thinking back to Valderrama 2 years ago, Padraig Harrington.
Padraig played great golf. Yeah, the food poisoning wasn't fun, but you know, maybe if they'd counted more money from the match play that year, I might have won it. So it is what it is. If Sergio had made par on the last, there were lots of scenarios, but the ultimate thing was Padraig played great golf. He knew what he had to do and he did it, so all credit to him. And when I remember, I look back on that, and you know, I look at how I knew that had happened to Paddy in the past. He got pipped by Retief, I think, one year, very close. So I took the positive out of it, and I had a good chat with Padraig. I thought it was a great opportunity this year, looking at it in July, and I can't believe I'm still got a chance right now. I thought I'd be much further back. So, I mean, it's obviously very unlucky with Hampton Martin as well. Maybe it's the curse of leading the race to Dubai. I'm not sure what the deal is.
Assuming you remain fully fit, what's your schedule going to be then next week?
I'm entered for the next 4. So we will, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Dubai. So we will see. I want to play them all. I really want to finish off the season how I started it. I do expect to play them all. So it's going to be fun. I mean, it's nice. I got a nice. I mean, there's lots of things. I haven't made any Ryder Cup points. I haven't made any world ranking points in ages. There's lots of stuff to play for this year. But if it doesn't happen this year, then I will get one of those one day. But just need a bit of luck. You know, sometimes things go both ways.
No worries about the possibility of 36 holes through the next tournament?
Well, I think we're going to play fairly quickly into some. You know, I've hit a sufficient number of golf balls in practice. I've been able to hit a number of golf balls in practice, which is certainly enough to play 36 holes in a day if I look at how many full swings I've made in practice. Today was fairly long, but there was, you know, with 23 groups in a pro-am, it just took too long. And that's why I got tired. I think if we go out there tomorrow morning, Scott Strange and myself, and we whip round in, you know, 18 holes, probably 3.5 hours or something like that. Well, I don't even know what the timings are. I will have been on the golf course after 36 holes, not much more than what I was today.
Good way of looking at it.
Okay, slightly more shots, but I don't know. But for some reason, I get quite tired when I'm just sitting around in a buggy, and that's what we did today. I think the walking and stretching the legs and being able to move around will be nice. Being able to stretch. So I'm not. I must admit, I hadn't really. I thought this out a lot coming here, and then I got here and realised I probably hadn't. 7 rounds of golf, the guy is going to go all the way.
Peter.
Or was it there with a sore head back home the last few months? What other things did you do?
I didn't take anything up. You know, I probably should have learnt a language or an instrument, or I did very little. I mean, I can now think of dozens of things I probably should have done, but at the time, I was trying not to sort of increase my waist size because I wasn't really doing much. If he asked, yeah. I haven't looked at the schedule. Do you know the schedule in the States? What's opposite that? I'm going to throw in a couple.
Yeah, first week in June.
I would certainly consider it. I haven't. I'd love to see the golf course. I haven't seen it yet. The addition to the golf course. It's going to be a difficult schedule again next year, trying to play both. You know, it's sad that we've lost the Johnny Walker Classic, but in some respects that makes it a little bit easier with not having a long haul flight in there in that time of year. It does get very busy trying to prepare for those major, the US Open and the Open, and there's a lot of travelling from sort of May onwards, really, isn't there? Over to the UK, back to the US, and then back over to Europe again, and back to the US. It all gets busy from May to August, so I'll have to have a look, Mark.
Okay, everyone. We've got a few more coming in. So,
If I play, does it guarantee anything?
Yeah, you guarantee
thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much. Cheers.